Mr. Speaker, when it comes to recovering from the 2011 flood and preventing future floods, this government is in a go-slow mode. We still have about 2,000 people out of their homes after the flood of 2011. We have a government which has been talking about bringing forth a water management plan, but then omitted any mention of it in the throne speech. The Premier talked and talked and talked, but has failed to act to get people back in their homes and failed to bring in a new water management plan. I ask the government, what is their plan to stop failing the people of Manitoba time and time again?
Mr. Speaker, investing $250 million in making permanent the emergency channel is not failing anybody, Mr. Speaker. Announcing, Mr. Speaker, and then following through on compensation plans for people who are impacted by the flood, Mr. Speaker, of 2011, announcing and following up on mitigation programs, Mr. Speaker, that's not failing Manitobans, Mr. Speaker. That's standing with Manitoba families in their time of need.
Mr. Speaker, the government has announced the $250 million 250 times, but it still haven't spent any, still hasn't built the flood infrastructure.
Right.
Mr. Speaker, flood protection can involve water retention in a variety of ways to reduce the flow of water off the land. Such water retention is vital if we're to decrease flooding and destruction of our lakes in the future. The Premier has pursued a policy of drain, drain, drain as much as possible. It's been recognized for years, however, that we need to change and start a major effort in water retention. Will such an effort be part of the government's core infrastructure spending? And if so, where's the proposal to do so?
Thunderous applause, I hear. Mr. Speaker, yes, I'm very pleased to confirm to the House that, in fact, this government, along with the municipal governments of Manitoba and most recently the federal government, has joined forces to make sure that our conservation districts, Mr. Speaker, are on the landscape, are working with local farmers and producers. And in fact, Mr. Speaker, underway or recently completed are 107 water retention projects in Manitoba. Yes, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, of these, about 82 of them are constructed works, and many others are projects to restore the wetlands of Manitoba. We know that we have to move towards a greater emphasis on sustainable drainage for Manitoba, Mr. Speaker. We have to continue to be the breadbasket of the world. At the same time, we have to do better in terms of water management, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased after 14 years that the government finally knows what a conservation district is.
That's why they cut the funding for it.
The problem is that there's 100 water retention projects and thousands and thousands of drainage projects. Look, yes. Numerous times over the last year, the government has said that it plans a new water management strategy, reflecting the fact that the government recognizes that its ongoing water management strategy has been completely hopeless. After a failing water management strategy and not investing adequately in water retention for 14 years, we've now lost 3 full fall seasons since the flood of 2011 to have a change in water management really implemented. When will the government present its new water management strategy?
Mr. Speaker, in the weeks ahead, we'll be announcing an initiative that was put together in a unique and indeed historic partnership in Manitoba with a surface water management strategy and a proposal for to move towards sustainable drainage in Manitoba. But in the meantime, we're not waiting for that. We've already restored 2,400 acres of wetland in Manitoba through conservation districts alone. The member, though, just last week had a little argument with me, I noticed, when it comes to his interest in water. And I'll just remind the members of the House, and the member in particular, that he was there at the table, the hands on the steering wheel, when he cut Environment Canada by 30%, natural resources by 50%, $500 million from DFO. He helped cut $500 million from DFO and cut freshwater research by 55%, while representing Lake Winnipeg communities. So much for his record.